His enthusiasm was curbed a little more than anyone thought. I'm going to start off with a little relationship advice because I look like someone who would have that. There's a difference between men and money. You don't have to tell money to go to the doctor. Money's going to go to the doctor. Men, you just have to say that they're threatening the survival of generations by, not going because they're idiots, aka men. Certain decisions will follow you for the rest of your life. However, if you file a restraining order against them, they'll have to pretend to be at least 200 yards away at all times. And if they violate that for whatever reason, just take solace in knowing that they'll have a court date in 2052. So you're protected if you go through the system, of course. Jeffrey Dahmer was not a perfect person. But you can't say the man didn't bring brains to the table. Speaking of Jeffrey Epstein was a very religious person, contrary to popular belief. No one prayed quite like him. Jeffrey Epstein also couldn't be here tonight. He was catching up on his emails. Alcoholics should not drive on the road to recovery, but it does make for a more interesting story to tell the officer. The reason that Jerry Seinfeld didn't realize that Matthew Perry was on ketamine is because Jerry Seinfeld didn't realize that Friends had substances that they didn't get from him. You may find this hard to believe, but I am a psychiatric patient. But I'm an outpatient, which means I was in, and then I got out, and now they're looking for me. They ask a lot of questions at the psychiatrist, like, are you on the spectrum? I was like, yeah, for internet. And I'm on Roku for TV, though. They also ask you, have you thought about killing yourself today? I'm like, well, this appointment's at 8 o'clock in the morning, so still a little optimistic. The last woman I was attracted to made me feel very special, like I was the only person who was not in the room. I'm a huge fan of the Rolling Stones, unless I'm rock climbing. Or if I have an excruciating pain in my kidneys. I recently had a job interview. I was involved in high-level negotiations to be the chief marketing executive of Iran. But unfortunately, I failed the background check, and I lost to a band from the 80s called A Flock of Seagulls. I remember when the Amazon was a rainforest, and when TikTok was a song by Kesha, and even before that, when TikTok was a sound that a clock made. Dude, I forgot the rest. Actually, no, I didn't. I remember the rest. Here we go. Some people think that being refined means getting a parking ticket twice in the same place. And that's all I've got tonight. Thank you very much.